Hey, how's it going, everybody? Moonman here. So today I want to cover a topic that I get asked a lot, and that is where to find cryptos to buy. That being said, there's really no centralized place to find stuff because there's thousands of websites and influencers and yada yada. Um, so here's just a few places I like to go when I'm looking, which I also call projects. But I'm more of a marketer, not really an influencer, so I don't just call random stuff. I normally just call projects I'm working on. Um, so that being said, let's get into it. Coin Sniper, not the best place to find tokens. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so what you're looking for is promoted's normally pretty good. It means they have some money. Which you might think, why does it matter if they have money? Well, because you want them to have marketing money. So like this dude has 251,000. They spent a lot of money on that, to be honest. For like 40K or 50K, it's like 1.6 BNB. So they they spent probably $3,000 to $4,000 to get trending number one, and they pay the promoted. So if you see something like that, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty juicy. Same thing with Elon Moon. Pre-sales in 8 days. Pre-sales are really good to get into. And they got 192,000. So that's good to see. These two probably possibly good calls. Now this isn't a financial advice. I'm not telling you to go buy these. I'm just saying could be good calls. So then you go down to your normal tab, and like Elon Moon's here as well, with 42,000 votes today. They launch in 8 days. These guys launch in 12 days. Typically, just the first two is what you're going to want to look at. Most people don't really go down any further than that. Cheebs. Cheebs looks really funny, actually. I actually will probably do a dive into that one. Um, so, anyways, that's what you want to look for is like these guys have a little bit of money. They're probably going to do pretty good. Their pre-sales in 2 days. So what I would do is I'd click on it, go through. Just want to take a second. All right. So here's all their information: website, Telegram. Looks like there's 446 people on the Telegram, which is a lot if they're all online. But if I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, that's really weird. If they have so much money, but their marketing's not working, because they should have upwards of 2 to 3,000. Let's go check that real quick. Okay, yeah, that's not terrible. They're a little better. Okay. Anyways, back to the video. So that's one way. You get in here and you just kind of check out what you want. Typically, first two are what you're going to stick with, whether they're promoted or not. Promoted is the best, in my opinion, just because it means they have a little extra money to buy and spend. So better marketing and coming. Another website is Watcher Guru. Now this is a cool website, but it's primarily, or it's only BSC. They don't have Ethereum yet. So like SafeMoon, for whatever reason, is a promoted coin right now. So I guess they're starting to do their marketing push again, which is pretty funny. But anyway, so you go through here, like home run token, 62,000 launched 14 days ago. So it doesn't have the market cap, which kind of sucks because I'd like to see that. But anyways, you just kind of whatever sounds cool. Like World War III token, I clicked on earlier. Pretty boring. Um, Real low market cap right now, but interesting name with what everything's going on right now. So that's one alternative. You could find tokens here. Same thing though. Promoted. You want to check promoted. This is actually a pretty good project. And then Shiba Inus. It's funny these guys are trending on here right now. Are promoting their tokens. You don't normally see big names on here promoting. Or like once they're big, they don't promote here. You'll see them when they're littler or little. Okay, so that's two websites I like to use. They're probably some of the most popular websites to find tokens on. So let's go to Telegram. So this is where things get a little weird because you don't really know who you're going to run into. You might run into some dude who's faking engagement or something like that. So here's a quick rundown. I really like Caesar Calls. The guy's pretty down to earth. I've been a few AMAs of his. He actually is a good caller. Now, as always, please do your own research before investing. Of course, just because someone says buy it, don't always buy it because sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to do. But if you're reading right here, here's his review. His kit and coin call did 120x for first buyers. Most people got 30 to 60x, 20x, 9x, 4x, 3.5. So as you can see, he had a good day today. And he calls all this stuff daily. Like he calls a bunch of stuff. So if you're looking for some tokens, this is a good place to find it. There's another guy named Sully Seals. He's really good. He's probably my favorite. Um, he's very down to earth. I love his community. I think he keeps a very great vibe. Um, and he calls some pretty good bangers. So these are two. I can put the links in the description if you're interested. Um, his Oh yeah, he had to go to a portal for him. He doesn't have his other. Another good one is God Crypto. These three I really like. Um, let's see. Yeah, so this one did 13 to 14x. Um, just there's few others places you could check, but yeah, so like Telegram, these three guys I recommend. Of course, again, do your research, but I recommend them. Um, these two websites are really good. This is just for beginners. If you're just trying to get into crypto and you're like, well, I don't know where to find shitcoins. These are some good places. Twitter's another good place. I mean, you could check out like, let's see, Travelad. Personally, I don't invest what he says because he's more of like a big pump and a big dump. So if you don't get in early, you're gonna lose. Um, but if you can play it right and you can get in early, I mean, you can do some pretty good stuff with him. Another good guy is 555 Cryptogems or Cryptogems 555. This guy is killer at marketing, or not marketing, calls. Like he brings really good engagement and just all around just a very very good page to follow. So Crypto Gyms is another one that you could check out. Again, these are just people that I like. Um, if you don't like them, that's totally fine. But just a few places that if you're new to crypto, you can kind of see what are some good places to follow and watch to see what are the next plays. As always, please never invest more than you're willing to lose. If you are new to investing, one thing that you could do is if you, let's say, if you couldn't take $50 and light it on fire and not cry about it, um, then you shouldn't invest $50. Only invest what you can lose. And a good way to stay in the green, which took me a long time to learn when I got into crypto, was that if I invested and let's say I did a 3x or 4x, in my head, I was thinking, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. Well, then I'd check an hour later and it was zero. I lost all my money because it dumped or whatever happened. And so what I started doing was when I 3x, I'll pull my initial plus like 0.5x, So if I put $100, I pull out $150. So now I made $50 on top of my initial investment and I still have money riding. And then that, if it does 100x or whatever, which happens sometimes, now you get a big payload. The only downside of that is if you would have just kept your full initial in there, you'd make double what the big payload was in the first place. But that's okay because at least you're not losing. Because that's what people don't understand is like, yeah, you got to risk it for the biscuit sometimes. But if you're just throwing all your money at something and praying that it works, taking $100 hit isn't the end of the world. But you do that 4 or 5 times a week, and now you just lost $400 or $500. You're looking at $2,000 a month. Which in crypto, you can make it come up. I've had some $10,000, $20,000 days. So I mean, you can recover. But just please be careful, guys. God, I say gum a lot, don't I? Anyways, I'm gonna go and wrap this up. I hope you learned something from the video. I hope you learned some new places. I have tons of more influencers and stuff that I would recommend watching, but I just wanted something short and sweet. So please drop a what is it? Please subscribe if you like the content. I'm sorry if it's kind of wishy-washy or pretty lame. I'm not really sure how to work YouTube. I specialize in social media marketing, like Instagram and Twitter. I don't really understand the whole YouTube vibe, but I'm trying to get into it. I'd like to actually teach people how to do this. Um, so, anyways, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and drop a comment. I'd greatly appreciate it, and have a great day.